Don't drive angry. Well, it's hard not to when you're listening to the Nice Guys on Business.
We would love to get Mantra Munchies to re-sponsor our 10-year anniversary, but they are out of business, and we're still fucking here, fuckers! Yeah! God damn right.
Yeah.
First thou shalt take out the holy pin, then thou shalt count to 3, no more, no less. 4 thou shalt not count, then count thou 2, expecting thou then proceed to 3. 5 is right out. Once the number 3, being the third number, be reached, then lobbest thou thy holy hand grenade of Antioch towards the Nice Guys on Business. Most days they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your two favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Okay, I am recording because Strickland is now eating his anytizers. I thought that he had an anytizer. Weren't you a what's it called, a anytizerarian? So would that be like a vegetarian that only eats anytizers?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Well, I'm eating the HEB version now because who was it I was eating before? Tyson's. Yeah, Tyson's. They went and changed their recipe, but that was like a year ago. And
don't you hate that when you get something really consistent and really good, and then you get the upgraded, new and improved package, which usually means that they've made it smaller and less tasty.
Right.
And
exactly.
That's not fair. It's just, I mean, let's take Michelob Ultra for example.
Oh my God! Of course, Doug's beer of choice, or should we say, flavored water of choice.
I'm drinking it in the Virginia Slim style.
Right. Exactly.
It's just like a Michelob Ultra is like the Virginia Slims of beer.
Oh my God, that's funny and very appropriate.
Did not know that, did you?
I did not, but I like the comparison. Yeah.
So, Strickland, I am about 16 to 18 miles away from an enormous 20,000 acre wildfire that is going on.
Are you kidding? Really?
Yeah. Our electricity went off this morning in preparation for an evacuation potential. I think that's what they do this for.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
there's a wildfire 16 miles away.
But it's a small wildfire. It's only 20,000 acres.
Oh God.
It's in the town of Camarillo. It's a Camarilo, in case you're following along in your playbooks. It's a wildfire that's claimed hundreds of homes already, and there are these monster homes that are sitting like on top of mountain. You know, fire equipment has a very challenging time getting to the homes.
Right.
So yeah, these are the first thing to go up. But there's a major highway. It's called Route 120. It's called the 126, as we call thoroughfares here in California.
Mm-hmm.
Well, between the 126 and the small town of Santa Paula is this highway. So you got small town, the highway, and then these big enormous ass houses. And all the fire has to do is jump the highway. Yeah. And if it does that, all of those small houses are, I mean,
it's
not
done.
laughing.
It's over.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
But
16 miles, that feels very close in wildfire terms. Like it
I'll
could
tell you
get
what
to you easily.
I'll tell you what it makes very close is the fact that I can look outside, and even though it's sunny outside, I see a slight tinge of smoke in the air.
That's creepy.
It's kind of scary. Almost as scary as Election Day 2024.
What are you trying to say? There was an election? What are you talking about?
I have gone social media silent, not because I don't like to post things, but I don't feel like reading all of the bullshit on both sides.
Yeah,
that's the problem. It's all of the people that are heartbroken beyond belief and have put their faith and integrity in the United States government. If you've ever put your faith in the United States government, you know that you're going to be heartbroken. It's kind of like dating the best girl in college and then marrying her and then discovering that she is just a lot. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I did that. Wait a minute, that's not a fair depiction of my marital stature. But it's kind of like that. It's like you're marrying the best looking girl in town and you're expecting like everything to be all good all the time. It's just not going to be the case. So you know what? We're going to hold our breath for 4 years. Hopefully good things will come out of it and just make fun of them. Look at all the material that Strick and I are going to get out of the next 4 years.
Yeah, that's probably true. Look, am I quiet? You see, I just opened up my Shore app again. I don't understand why it keeps changing the fucking gain on my app every goddamn time.
You sound a little quiet, but
All right.
not extensively quiet. But don't you hit the lock button?
Yeah, but then I lock and then I try to make an adjustment here and then I got to open it to unlock. It's just a pain in the ass. But is that better? I'm not too loud now.
Nope, sounding good.
I'm going to lock again then. So fuck that. Okay, I'm locking. I wrote up a little I wrote something up.
Are you speaking for both of us? Because I'll allow you to speak for me if you choose to.
Well, it's actually I wrote up a little script. I don't know if you want to do this with me or if I could just do it myself.
I'd like to what's it called when you have an artist sit down at the piano, and I would like to sight read it. Okay, let me sight read it. Can I sight read it with you? Would it sound convincing if I'm going to play my part, or is there only one part?
Share with others, copy link. I'm going to put the link in the chat, and while I do that, I'm saying welcome back. My name is Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler. So what I wrote up is this is my perception of Donald Trump doing a job interview for the position of president.
Okay. All right. I would like, can I play the role of the interviewer?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know if you want to be the interviewer or if you want to be Trump.
No. You do a convincing Trump. So I'd like you to do that. Now, would you like me to just play the straight interviewer where I'm just asking the questions as they appear, or would you like me to give some inflection as no,
please add whatever inflection you like, whatever feedback that you would get if you were an interviewer and you were interviewing Donald Trump for the position of president of the United States.
Okay. So, all right. So can I, give me the setting. We really need to paint the proper picture for everybody. So I heard how he's interviewing for the position of president of the United States. Give me where are we right now? Just tell me where we are.
So this was, let's say, obviously the position for president of the United States is not certainly one that you get interviewed for, but I'm in the context of it, like a job interview, right?
Okay.
So he's gone into this
small
place
office
of work, right? And he's speaking to someone who is in HR who is interviewing him.
Okay.
To say,
HR.
would this be a good person, for the position of president of the United States?
All right, I'm ready. Okay, here we go. All right.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1. Welcome, Mr. Trump. I appreciate you taking time today from your busy schedule. Now,
I do have to go. I do have to get to a golf game soon, so make it quick.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize that you had other plans. I was under the assumption that we at least had a few moments. Do we have a few moments to talk here?
Oh no, of course. I respect the company, the United States of Company America, very much. So
okay,
yes, I can take the time for you. Okay.
So Mr. Trump, you're a longtime businessman.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Great.
See my name everywhere, all over buildings, everywhere.
Okay, great. And there are a lot of numbers to crunch in this job. Just a few questions. Have you ever had a bankruptcy?
Hang on. Only 6. Only 6 bankruptcies.
Well, of course. I mean, some investments are risky. Were they like .com or boom bust issues going on there?
No, real estate. I only deal in real estate, and but only 6.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Mr. Trump, real estate's usually a pretty safe investment, but stuff happens. I guess we all make mistakes. What kind of real estate businesses went bankrupt? I mean, traditional commercial buildings or what?
Mostly, but the last 2 were casinos.
casinos where the odds are actually there's physically money changing hands and the odds are deeply stacked in the casino's favor. Is that right?
Somebody did say one time to me that no one else in the history of casinos has ever bankrupted a casino, that they just print money, but that wasn't my personal experience. I don't know. They're losers. They're losers.
Okay, understood. Well, let's moving on. Have you ever been convicted, Mr. Trump, of a felony?
Yes, but it's currently on appeal. I know I'm going to beat that. She was a loser. Okay. And there are only two others and they're pending. I have excellent lawyers, the best. I have the best lawyers in the world. They're going to keep delaying until the prosecutor gets worn down and just gives up. This kind of thing happens to me a lot. Nothing to worry about at all.
Okay, so let's see, bankruptcies, felonies. Okay, how about any current outstanding legal judgments against you, Mr. Trump?
Just one.
Well,
It's only for $560 million. So chump change. I'm going to win that on appeal too. My lawyers are just going to drag it out forever.
But by the way, there's a rule against any member of Congress owning or running a business while in office, but there's no law that says the president can't do this. But all past presidents have given control up of their businesses. It's not a good look, conflict of interest and all. Would you be okay having someone else run your businesses while you're in office?
No. I didn't do it last time. I'm very trustworthy. I'm the most trustworthy man in the world. I don't think the American people will have any problem with that.
And you have no plans to do that?
No, none. Well, I do have a few sons, and I might put their name on to say to people that they're running it, but I'm really gonna keep running everything.
All right, let me move on to some easier questions. Maybe some admin stuff. Did you get us your medical records?
No, I didn't. I did not. But
Okay.
I'm the healthiest man in the world. I'm healthier than a 25-year-old.
Tax returns?
No, I'm being audited. They asked me for these in 2016. I was being audited, and I said I would release them as soon as the audit's done, but it's not done yet.
Well, that's okay. I mean, everyone before you, it's not the law, but everyone before you has done it. It's no big deal if you have nothing to hide.
No, nothing whatsoever to hide. My taxes, I mean, I don't pay very many, but what I pay, it's on there, but it's being audited. You can't see it. No.
Okay. And I understand from some previous articles that I've read about you, you feel like you're healthy as a horse.
Oh, I'm so healthy. McDonald's cheeseburgers. I didn't get E. coli because I'm so healthy. I'm very healthy.
Could you tell us, Mr. Trump, about your cabinet from last time you had this position? Anyone that you wanted to bring back? I'm sure you created some good friendships, solid bonds.
Losers. They were all losers. No, I'm not bringing any of them back.
So my understanding is that 40 of the 44 people who were in your cabinet are not supporting you this time, and many of them are saying that you're not actually fit to take office. They've worked day in and day out with you personally for 4 years, and they're not again welcoming your presidency.
Losers. All losers. Well, the ones who aren't losers, they're in jail.
All right.
And they're losers too, but some are in jail, so I couldn't get them back anyway.
Well, let's look at your references. Let's move on. Professional first. Michael Cohen worked with you for 20 plus years, but he's a convicted felon who went to jail to actually cover up a crime that you committed.
No, allegedly. A crime that I allegedly committed. He's a loser. He worked for me for 20 years. And then you know what happened? I realized when he said he didn't like me anymore that he was a loser.
Okay, let's go on to the next close ally, Rudy Giuliani, your personal lawyer for many years, but now he's been disbarred from practicing in New York and is also a convicted felon. He had over $150 million judgment that's pending against him right now.
Loser, and bad hair dye. Have you seen like the black dripping? Loser.
All right, let's move from professional references then. It seems like there's some challenges there to personal references. 4 of your ex-cabinet members have written tell-all books about you not being very flattering.
Lies. It's all lies. They're all lies.
Something about immigrants. Is that true?
Oh, the economy. I'm going to jumpstart the economy by kicking out all of the illegal aliens, all of the immigrants. I'm going to get the military and I'm going to send them all back to whatever other country that's not the United States.
Oh, the military. Well, that could probably be pretty expensive. And a lot of economists said it would probably greatly raise our grocery bills. But hey, that could be wrong. What else?
No, it's I'm going to get rid of them. That's all that matters is that I get rid of them.
Okay. Almost every economist in the country feels that tariffs will ultimately raise prices for that are, might be bad for the economy. What's your spin on this?
I don't know any of those economists, but they are losers. They are all losers. Tariffs means our government is going to charge to bring things into the country, and that's tax dollars, and that'll mean more money to the government, and that's going to help the economy.
Mr. Trump, one of your biggest campaign slogans was "Make America Great Again." What do you plan on doing to make America great again?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Justice Department and I'm going to get rid of all my political rivals because they're losers and they're wrong. And do you know we've had such a big fight the last 4 years because the election was stolen from me in 2020 and nobody believes it. And everybody that says it was, if they were all gone, if they were all in jail, there would be no more fighting. It would be fine because I'm right and they're wrong. And then we can all get along because the people that don't get along with us, they'll be in jail.
Well, Mr. Trump, the founding fathers all developed this thing called the Constitution. I mean, you may be familiar with it. It has a very strict rule about the branches being separate. The president doesn't control the Justice Department. Do you think it makes sense that you should get involved with all of that?
I'm so glad you asked me that because when I was in office in 2016 to 2020, I stacked the Supreme Court. They put 3 new justices on there and they're going to do whatever the hell I want. They'll do anything I want. They've already said I will have total immunity when I'm back in office again. They can't touch me. I can break any rule I want and nobody can say anything. So it won't matter. The Constitution won't even matter.
I just think that jailing your political opponent sounds awfully undemocratic of you. It actually sounds kind of like authoritarian.
Oh, I know. Can I tell you, you know who I learned that from? My good friend Vladimir Putin. Great guy. He's very smart. Very, very smart. He thinks I'm very smart too. He thinks I'm the smartest, best looking president in the history of U.S. presidents. Better looking than George Washington or who was the guy with the top hat? Lincoln, right? Better looking than Lincoln. And that reminds me, when I'm elected, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut off funding for Ukraine because I owe Vladimir a favor, for this $400 million loan he helped me out with. So I'm going to cut all of the funding to Ukraine. So that way Vladimir can go and just take it back again, because really it rightfully belongs to him anyway, because it's Russia, right? It's all part of the land there. So he should get it back anyway.
So you're dropping all the sanctions against Russia?
Oh, of course. I mean, why should we hold their money? It's their land and it's their money. We're gonna give it all back. I owe him a favor, and between you and me, don't tell anybody. He's got this blackmail tape of me in a hotel room, pissing on hookers or something. I don't know, but that can't get out. That would be very embarrassing.
Well, Mr. Trump, I know your time is precious. You need to get back to the golf course or to the hairstylist, and I do appreciate you sharing some time. We'll be in touch with you. Thanks for spending time on the job interview.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I hope I pass the audition. Thank you.
That's like the Beatles. On behalf of the band, I hope we pass the audition.
Okay. Well, now we got a title. We Donald Trump interview on the Nice Guys on Business this week.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, that's some clickbait if I ever saw it. Right?
I saw it. You must have spent some time on this. You really put some good thought into this.
I was trying to figure out
how to best direct your anger.
That was it. That 100%. That was it exactly. And I thought this would be the most productive way to do it in an entertaining way that our Funkin' fans might enjoy. Yeah.
Well, one of the things that I recognized when I was tuning into election night coverage was how quickly, this kind of like it was in 2016. It was just an undercurrent of all these people. What's the expression? The people that like Howard Stern listen an hour a day. The people that hate him listen to 2 hours a day or something
Right,
like
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
It's like everybody that says they're not going to vote for Trump, that voted for Trump, they're the reason why he won.
I know. It's just, I did. What's interesting is it looks like Trump won, right? And the Republicans are going to take back the Senate and they're going to take back the House. And so, you know what that means?
Yeah, I do know what that means, actually. That
for
means
the next 2 years.
No fucking excuses for not
No fucking excuses. That's it. Like Trump, I mean, even in 2016, he could have said, oh, the Congress, the House of Representatives, they won't let me pass anything. Well, guess what? You got no fucking excuse now. So do your worst, dude, and let's see what fucking happens.
Don't you think it should be that way, though? Don't you think that it should be who? I know there's got to be checks and balances. I know that's important to have checks and balances, but that's why we have the different branches of the government, executive, legislative, and judicial. And I know that that's why we have them, but it's so hard to get shit done. It's like saying, hey, I'm going to be a pizza delivery guy, but your car is up on cinder blocks. It makes it really hard. It makes it really hard to deliver pizza if your car is sitting up on cinder blocks. So why don't we put some really good tires on that car and let it go around the block? I'm okay with this. Here's what I remember about 2016 to 2020. I would just I'd have to shudder anytime I would turn on the news because I felt like at any point he's going to come on and say something so ridiculously stupid and so embarrassing. But you know what? I think we realize how ridiculously I'm used to it by now. So I don't know that it can get any worse, with the exception of losing all of our possible rights.
Right. Losing all of our possible rights. Yeah. Because, we've got 2 Supreme Court justices, fortunately, these are both guys who are very conservative already, but who are like 72 and 74, like Alito and Clarence Thomas. And so both of them are old enough that they could retire if they wanted to, but they didn't want to, when Biden is president, because then he will, put his own guys in. So, Trump's just going to put 2 more fucking conservative justices in who are going to be like 30 years old. So they on the fucking bench for the next 40 years. I mean, it's just fucking scary. I mean, it'll be 5 Trump appointees on the bench for the next 30 years. And if the 5 of them decide to just, go off in a corner together and make decisions, it's like you don't even need the other 4. Just fuck it. Like there's nothing they can do. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I was listening to the Daily the other day. This must have been, let's see, today is as of the recording of this, it's Thursday, so this is airing tomorrow, Friday being yesterday today. So if you followed any of that, and I'm listening to the Daily, and they have their whole Trump again. I think that was the title to that particular episode, Trump again. And what was so interesting about it is like halfway through, we'll be back after these messages. And then the message was, visit Canada. It was perfectly timed.
That's fucking brilliant.
How many times did the visitor center or whatever it's called? What is it called? The visitors, what's the name of the
bureau?
Yeah, the Visitors Bureau.
Oh my fucking God. That is Canada. Really goddamn perfect.
Visit Canada. Hey, is it good enough to stay here?
Mm-hmm.
This is good.
That's it.
Perfectly timed. Do you think, or maybe this isn't a real question, maybe I already know the answer to this is yes, but do you think that there's some people that actually are moving out of the country because of this?
Dude, I'm telling you, I know people who we're going to see what actually happens. Okay. But he said some crazy shit, and this whole Project 2025, it's like they could like fucking turn back gay marriage, right? Like, I mean, it's shit like that. Like if you're trans, then, you can't get health care. I mean, it's just crazy shit that they're talking about. And, everybody can say, oh, that's just talk. They're not really going to do that. Well, all three of the Supreme Court nominees that Trump put up, every one of them in their confirmations said, Roe is the law. We see no reason to change that. And then what did they do? As soon as it fucking came up, they overturned Roe immediately. So
So who knows? So people are moving, is what you're.
Knows. I don't doubt it.
I'm not moving.
I don't doubt it.
I'm not moving. I want to stay here and I want a front row seat. I want to see what happens. I don't know. I look at it and think, God forbid that, I am ever in a position to need whatever social service that they cut, whether it's Social Security or if a kid of mine decides that they are gay instead of straight and they want to get married and what rights are affected. I have a number of friends that I'm sure will be affected by the if there is a gay marriage halt or ban or a federal crime or I don't know. There's just, I can see it. I don't know how I'm going to be affected, but it's like, okay, let's check this out. Let's see what's going to happen. Look, I know that personally, I think the guy is disgusting. I think that he says a lot of stupid things. I think that he is probably a horrible business guy. I'm hoping that there's enough advisors in there that give him enough of the right advice not to send the economy into a tailspin or make huge social changes that will be, have huge implications for people that we know and love. But with everything, there is positives and negatives. I don't know what positives are going to come out of it, but maybe there is some positive. I that's how I look at it. I'm not saying I know of any, but I'm saying maybe that's just the reality of what's going to come out of his office. I feel like I know that devil. I know him. I know how stupid he says things, and he's not presidential or any of those things. But I also know that there's got to be some good in there. I can't imagine the wool being pulled over 100% of the eyes of the world, of the United States. I just can't imagine that.
I was hoping that the first time in 2016, I was like, you know what? It is what it is. And he's a businessman. He's not a politician. And, maybe he'll make some great changes. In my opinion, it didn't happen. And now that not only does he have the House and the Senate, at least for the next 2 years, he's way more brash. He doesn't care about reelection in 4 years.
Right,
That's not going to happen, right?
Right.
He's settled in and figured out what he can do and can't do, and he's just going to fucking take advantage of it. But
hey,
there's nothing we can do about it now.
Can he change what was it, FDR? Wasn't it FDR that changed wasn't FDR in for 12 years or something like that?
Oh, yeah. That was, I think it's, I'm pretty sure.
Roosevelt. Was it Roosevelt?
I don't remember. It was one of those two, but I think there was no, if I remember correctly, there was not a term limit on the president. And then that president got elected a third time. And I think it was a Democrat. And then the Republicans put in to change the law to basically say, look, president's got to be term limited to 2 terms because this is ridiculous. And that's when it started.
Yeah, FDR.
But could he change it back? Sure. Why not?
Right.
Hey, and if you listen to him, he was saying it's the last time you're going to have to vote, right? Like, in other words, in 4 years, he's going to be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I like my people. We don't need to vote for president again. I'm just going to put Vance in, or I'm just going to stick around. Dude. Wait, I'm telling you, we are right in the middle of fucking.
He said you don't need to. This is the last time you'll need to vote. He said
at a number of his rallies, he said, just get out for this vote because then if I get in, you won't have to vote again. It'll be the last time you ever have to vote. You don't have to worry about it. He literally said that.
What could he have meant by that? I wonder.
What could he have meant? He meant, hey, I'm in fucking power, so throw the democracy out the window because I ain't going anywhere. That's what I fucking hear. God. But hey, who knows? We'll see.
Amazing. Mm-hmm. I know that we have, I think, at least one voicemail. I think. I don't know if it's in
We have
there.
3
Oh, okay, that's good
voicemails,
that it's
actually.
in
Here,
there.
let's
Maybe we
pull
should
this
get to
up.
those before anything else of major proportion happens,
Yeah,
or
we
by the time a
should.
wildfire comes and swallows up my house.
That would not be good. I
Hey,
don't
we
want
got a
that to
huge
happen.
deck that's going on in front of the Airstream, a 10 by 20 deck. We're ordering furniture for it. It's going to be a little little what's it called? A reprise? Not a reprise. What is it called? Retreat. It's going to be a cute little retreat in front of our house, behind our house.
So tell me about what are you doing for the deck? Is it going to be one that
I'm going to
you're
send
buying
you.
prefab? Is it being built? Are you building it?
Well, all good questions. Hold on, I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you a picture of what it looks like without the flooring on it yet. But it
Ooh.
is
Oh, so the frame is already like
frame is already all done. We're not doing any of the recycled materials. Almost doubled the cost of the materials for the deck.
You're kidding.
So we weren't
In
going
other
to
words, using recycled
right like
materials instead
Trex
of Trek instead of
right. So instead of doing a basic deck or the premium, which would be the recycled, we did a really high quality wood. And we did we did the wood length is 20 feet. So it's a really long plank. So there's no
Wow.
seams with the exception of in between, obviously the deck. There's no cuts in the decking.
What?
So the decking, can you see the frame?
Yeah.
So the frame is pretty big, right? It's like a 10 by
It's
20.
huge.
It's
Yeah.
huge, right? So the plank goes all the way from one side to the other.
Right. The front plank. But are you saying
No,
the
side
top
to side.
deck?
Yes.
It's going to do the same thing?
Not in that direction, the other direction, the length
What
of.
the actual fuck? But how much extra do you pay for that? I'm really curious.
I don't know how much extra it was, but when Ricardo, the guy that does the work on the deck, really good contractor in our area, he did our bathroom and everything. When he said, hey, do you want a 20 or a 22? I think he said 20, 22, or 24 in foot long planks. And I'm like, wait, you can get plank. How tall are those fucking trees?
Right? That's crazy.
Apparently you can get a decking plank of really good high quality wood to be that entire 20-foot length. So
crazy.
on the corner of those 10 by 20s, we're going to put posts in the ground. The posts are going to be 12 feet high. And then on top of those posts, we're going to rig that big canvas piece. So it's going to be like a little, kind of like not a roof, but like a covering.
Yeah.
So it could be kind of cool.
But like a fabric cover.
Yeah,
So it's like a
right.
of like a roof, but not a hard roof.
Correct. It's going to be canvas that's going to be strung up with metal rope, I guess. I don't know, metal, whatever you call that.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah. And
hey, you're not doing one of those, what do they call it, a pergola or something, where it's like it looks like a roof, but it's just slats.
Yeah, we're going to do that, but not over the Airstream. We're going to do that in the middle of our yard when we build the fire pit and pizza oven and concrete area in the center.
Okay, dude, I got a neighbor across the alley from me, and about 2 months ago they built one of these, but they built it like from scratch, right? Like they're like sawing the fucking wood and staining it and putting it all together and shit, right?
Right.
What is the fucking point? It doesn't give you shade. It doesn't protect you from rain. It's just like this frame, and it's fucking expensive, and like it looks nice, but what's the function of it?
So don't be deceived by the fact that it doesn't have a solid covering over the roof. Those slats actually do a very good job of. Now think about it. The only time that you have direct sunlight is noon, right? Noon.
Okay.
Like 11 to 1, let's say. All right. Before that and after that, the sun is at a point in the sky where whatever it casts light, it's going to create a shadow. And when you have an uncovered decking area that doesn't have, let's say, a pergola on it, that area is still in bright sunlight, very hot, especially in Texas. I'm sure it's very hot. However, anytime other than 11 to 1, when the sun is directly overhead, you're going to have it cast a shadow using the pergola, and it is amazing the difference between complete sun and partial shade.
I guess it depends on how thick the boards are and the direction. Like if you specifically build it so it is like you said, right? Like if you build it north south, right? So that the sun is
Right,
going
right.
east and west,
Well, this
that
also
would give you the
depends on the time of year also, because time of year would dictate whether it throws the shade at the same spot at 1 p.m. as it did in summer versus spring, summer, winter, or fall. That's
yeah,
number one.
but the north south direction, like
Okay.
if you build it so the boards go east west, it doesn't do very much good at all, right?
So the other side of it too is that generally 2x8 or 2x10s, and those are pretty big pieces of lumber that will you're going to cast a shadow no matter what. That's going to be much better than direct sunlight. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, why would anybody want that? Because you still get full sunlight, and you really don't. A lot of the wineries use these pergolas, and they create a healthy dose of shade.
Okay. Okay.
But they are pretty cool looking, and they are pretty expensive. That's true. Very true.
That's good. That sounds like a turnkey pergola and a turnkey deck for our turnkey studio in your Airstream.
Oh, that is very true. By the way, Turnkey, I very much appreciate Turnkey sponsoring the deck. That was really nice. It's very nice of Turnkey to provide. Very nice.
Right. Exactly. Yes. And I
You're
think when
looking
we
at the bank account right now.
right. Yeah, exactly. Yep. That looks like a half a pergola right there. I see it. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what came out of the check. Click on the checking account. What came out of the checking account?
Oh
Today?
no, I moved. You see what?
Oh, you did.
Yeah, baby.
Well, I figured your Chase bill was probably pretty high, but we will have
we got another 10 days for that.
more deposits coming in.
Exactly. Exactly.
My goal is to have that. I want to be part of in our holding company. I want to be a part of the 2 comma club. I don't know if that's possible. when does the other comma check? When does the other comma happen?
That's a goddamn good question. That would be really nice. But why don't we do voicemails first?
I think that is a good plan. Let's jump in.
Okay, here we go.
We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. Nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all.
Just to share with you some of the benefits of the new Trump administration, just so you have one, and this happened even before he took office. Just so you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is actually pretty good. Yesterday, I went out to look at the deck, and I noticed that 5 Mexican workers were all working on my deck. And I said,
oh yeah, dude, you better watch out because you're gonna have to find new. You're gonna have to find
Ricardo, why are there so many guys working on the deck today? He goes, well, we got to take care of the work that gets sent home
before we get sent home.
Oh no!
Wow, that's a scary thought, and probably not untrue.
I'm hoping they're all here legally. I really am. Unfortunately, I just have to pay Ricardo. I don't. It's none of my business where he's getting his workers from. But I didn't you say something during the didn't Trump say something during the interview about more expensive food, because I'm assuming because of
I think the interviewer said food would get more expensive if we deport all of the illegal immigrants, because and this is not just me talking off the top of my head. This is economists who were like, yeah, there are immigrants that are filling a lot of those jobs, working in the fields and, picking apples and oranges and grapefruits and shit in California. And, we send them all home, then food prices are going to skyrocket.
I'm curious of the opportunity cost here, because for every, and I don't know any of the facts here, so I'm just going to throw out, did that ever stop me from sharing my opinion?
Mm-hmm.
for every illegal worker that's here that gets injured, that goes into our hospital system, that creates a hardship on everybody that's paying into the insurance
Mhm.
program. I'm curious what the is it called the opportunity cost? What would it be called if it's somebody that's legally here that is hurt but has insurance? Who is covering that cost, the insurance company or the taxpayer, versus if an illegal gets hurt, goes to the hospital, nobody's paying for that, or do they not? They just bleed out on the field. What happens?
No, the hospital needs to provide medical
Correct.
services, right?
Okay. So they're providing services.
But
Who
they don't
pays
get
for
any.
that?
They don't get paid for it, and they work that into the cost of healthcare for everybody else.
Well,
I mean,
that's my
really, that's
question.
one of the reasons why our healthcare is so goddamn expensive. It's because we don't just have healthcare for everybody. It's like the whole thing with Obamacare. That was the theory behind Obamacare.
How does Canada do it? How does Canada do it?
It's all that you like. The
Social. It's
state
right
provide it. It's
Okay.
socialized medicine, which means everybody gets the same care. And I think that's part of the problem is in the United States, the whole idea, if it was possible at all, to socialize it, Americans are like, oh no, I'm fucking rich, so I want better medical care than the next guy. Well, you can't get that in Canada or in the UK. Everybody has the same access to all the health care. And so Americans, they want the opportunity or the option to be privileged. If I spend more money, I want better care. And you can't do that in Canada.
Okay. Well, is it possible to have, is that called socialized medicine? Is that what that's called? Just so I'm referring to it properly. Is it possible to have socialized medicine for everybody that wants to have socialized medicine, and then have like a concierge service for the people that want to, like, I would be the kind of guy that would be totally okay going into the medical system with my socialized assigned doctor. Like, I wouldn't be until I get to a certain age where I need constant medical attention, which hopefully would be never, but maybe at some point, but maybe at that point I'll be able to go into concierge service. Why don't we have that as our option, to have socialized to a certain degree, and then those that want to pay more can pay more?
That would be a really great option, and it would be a really great idea. But unfortunately, healthcare is such a huge fucking business in the United States.
Okay.
Even if the politicians wanted to do it,
got it.
All of the PACs donate so much money then to make sure. Let's see, health.
So wait, are you telling me that the pharmaceutical company runs the government? Hold on a second. Is this actually a reality here?
Oh, absolutely.
He says jokingly.
No, there's no joking about it.
No, I'm with you.
100% fucking true.
Of course, I know that. That's why we can't do what I just said, because the pharmaceutical companies, the hospital systems, all of their lobbying arms would never allow it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. GDP per capita and health consumption spending per capita in US dollars. Okay, so here's our chart that we're looking at that nobody else can see because
audio
we're just audio podcast. The bubble chart I don't get. So health expenditures per capita. Okay, the highest is the United States of America, $12,000 per year per person on average.
Okay, but let me just add this. Well, I forget what this expression is, but isn't it that a project due date or a project length of time is exactly the same amount of time as the time given for the project?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
I forget what that is called, but isn't the reason that the healthcare system, it would go back up to that other chart, the other one? Isn't the fact that we are, how much is the United States?
$12,555.
Okay, so 12,500. We're in first place because we allow it, and the second place is Switzerland. And how much are they?
Switzerland, $8,000. We are actually 50% higher than the next closest country,
Now,
which is
could
Switzerland.
that have something to do with the fact that we as United States citizens live on McDonald's and saturated fat and no exercise? That's
That
number
could
one.
be. Yeah.
Secondly, we have the most prolific lobbying by the medical world. It probably in all medical industry in the entire world.
Yep.
And the fact that is Switzerland medicine, is that socialized also?
I believe almost every other developed country in the world, other than the United States, has socialized medicine of one form or another.
If it's not developed, is it still in that little film canister undeveloped? Is that what it is? Is that what it's called? So all of those people, look at that chart. The chart speaks for itself. You can't see that nice guy community, but the United States it takes up the entire page, left to right, and with our expenditures. And the next one is literally, it looks like 50%.
50% less.
Right.
Or
50%
it's
less.
well, we're 50% higher. It's a third less. That's all math, weird shit. But here we go. Comparable country average. Okay, so this is like all of the major developed countries in the world. The average is $6,600, half, literally half. So like everybody else is the Netherlands, France, Belgium, Sweden, Australia, Canada. They are all within $500 of that.
Does it say in that article the reason why? Does it say it's because of privatized medicine, or does it say because Americans are so fucking unhealthy, or is it a combination of those two things?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't read the article. I just
we're just looking at charts right now. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry to digress. I did not mean that. Let's go back to the voicemail.
It's just so crazy. Okay, back to the voicemail. Here we go. Let's go.
Hey, Doug, Rick Jared here. So I'm just enjoying listening to your trip to Costco and your case of toilet paper, like where we're going to put it. Then you get into TVs, and you asked a question about, what are you doing to your TVs that it only lasts a month or 3 months or whatever? Well, that happened to me. So I had a couple of occurrences. So I had a Samsung.
We totally
we heard this. We heard this.
Really
Hold on.
Let's go to the next one.
I think
Doug,
that we heard.
hey, Strick. Erica here. I think it's going to be voicemail number 1 and only. I'm not sure.
I think we heard that one too. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Maybe we got no voicemails this week. Is that possible?
Let's double check. I didn't look at the dates that of the file. So when it said voicemail 1, 2, and 3, I wonder
let's take a look at
sleeping on the job.
No, maybe there was no voicemails.
Oh
this
no,
week.
You're right. October 25th, 28th, 28th.
Hold
These are
on.
definitely old ones.
Let me go and see if there was voicemails. Just to stand by. No, I don't believe that they're here. Let's go into my. Oh, they need to verify it's me. Stand by. Yes, that is me. No, wrong password. That is not my wrong password. Hold on a second. Let's see when the last voicemail was left. That is, I don't want to do any of that stuff. Not now. God, Google is very, very. I think ever since the election, they've gotten very particular. Let's see. What was last Friday's date?
Oh God, you know, look at a calendar and shit. No, hold on.
We can do this.
Which tab? I need to know the
Last
tab
Friday was the first, right?
Yes,
Yeah, last Friday was the
first.
first. We don't have any voicemails.
Wow.
That is incredible. Way to go, nice guy community. You are really tuned in to the election.
Sally was asking me when were we recording, and I said 6 o'clock tonight. And she said, "Oh, I got to leave a message. Then I guess I haven't left a message in a while." And I said, "Yeah, but you were the star of the show last week. You're going to leave a message about your own episode?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm going to leave a message and be like, hey, who's that Sally chick? She's a badass. You need to have her on more. That's a great episode right there."
That is very true.
Actually, I am, it's interesting. I am kind of surprised because we did have a long segment about addiction and recovery and stuff like that, and we got no voicemails.
We might a couple things might have happened. We either scared a whole bunch of people away, like this show is
could be.
way too serious this week,
It was a little serious. I mean, I
Or
thought it
just-
was very good, but it was a bit serious early on.
or people got a little bit, they got a little bit intimidated by the fact that it was election week, and everybody was running around trying to get all their ducks in a row, trying to get their plane tickets to Canada, all the normal
Right?
stuff, all the normal stuff. All right. Well, we could probably stop here, Strickland. I mean, it would be the first episode in quite some time under an hour, or maybe we could continue talking about something else.
I don't know what else we can talk about. I want to see your deck when it's done. I think that's very exciting. It's a beautiful deck.
It's going to be very nice. I have a feeling there's going to be many mornings of coffee and looking at the mountains, as long as the mountains haven't burned down by the time we complete the deck.
Yeah, I got like a weird little corner of my backyard that would be the perfect place for a hot tub, but like I feel like I would never use it. Do you use your
Yeah.
hot tub a lot?
Well, I don't as much as JJ does, and when we have visitors come to the house, they always use it because everybody. And keep in mind, it's also connected to the pool, so it makes it.
Yeah,
little
yours
bit
is
easier.
different, right? Like
Yeah,
yours is all built in. Shit.
Right. But my dad had a hot tub in his backyard, and he loved it because for him it was great. Like after a day at the office, he would get into the hot tub, and it kind of eased the edges of the when you get to you're what 40, Strickland. When you get to 40, things start to ache a little bit more, don't they?
Yeah, a little bit.
Dude, big birthday coming up, just a few weeks away.
God damn, that's crazy. That's right. You're going to be the big 20. You're going to be 20, right? Now you're going to be fucking 60. God damn.
No, that's fucking crazy. I don't know how I got here.
We got to
Well,
do what I was going to say we got to do something to celebrate, but you're going to Vegas to celebrate, and I
but
can't
we'll
join
figure-
you
We're gonna do something
because
You and
I'm
I
going to
will
be
do
there the
something.
week after that.
Yeah, we'll figure out something. And maybe we'll wait till your 60th. I'm not a real big birthday guy.
Yeah.
Do you is there anything that you want that you haven't gotten? Like I keep thinking, okay, what do I want? Like somebody's going to ask me, what do you want for your 60th? Like my mom always asks me, what do I want for my birthday? I'm like, I don't have anything. I think I want another pair of these earbuds so that when I go to bed at night and I'm listening to a podcast as I'm going to sleep, I don't have to listen to like cheap $20 earbuds. So I'd like to get these Bose for my bedroom, but it's like, why don't I just buy them myself?
I'm so with you.
I purposely step off the scale so that I don't buy anything like a couple months before my birthday, so that if anybody asks me, I can at least have something for the list. I'm like, I don't know what I fucking want.
I know. I'm kind of the same way. Just don't really need anything, right?
So I noticed you're wearing your Savage Lovecast t-shirt.
T-shirt. Mm-hmm.
This evening. Was that a new get, or was that one that you've had for a while?
No, I've had it for a while. Just haven't worn it.
What is on your playlist right now? I'm very curious.
My audio playlist or my podcast playlist?
Do you listen to if you opened your phone right now and told me here are the podcasts that I subscribe to? Like here, let me tell you what are.
Well, I'm going to pull up my Spotify because I have been listening to more.
That's exactly what I do.
I've been listening to What Went Wrong, and that's a podcast about making movies. And basically they talk about a bunch of movies, like what went wrong in the making of the movie, and they do a super deep dive into the background of the production and the history. And it's like, okay, here's how the script got written, and here's how it got picked up, and here's what went wrong in production and casting. Fucking brilliant. I mean, if you're a nerd about movies and stuff, it's so goddamn good. But it comes out every other week, not every week.
No, that wouldn't be good for me.
And they've got a great history. I mean, how many episodes do they have? It doesn't say. They've probably got 200 episodes or something, but
it's not bad.
It's
a
only
lot of inventory.
Yeah, it's only interesting to me for movies I like, right? So I scroll through, and there are a bunch of them where it's like, okay, here, let's scroll through. Load more episodes. Like Shrek, there was a 2-part one on Shrek, and it was really, really good. Garden State, Chinatown. Like, I don't
Wow.
care.
Oh, it goes way back
Chinatown,
in the
right?
racks there.
Right? The Crow.
I was talking to I interviewed somebody on Nice Guys that's coming out I think in January, and behind him he had a picture of Clint Eastwood and two other guys, and I couldn't tell, but it was like Clint Eastwood as like a drifter, you know, a cowboy drifter. Like I'm like,
Okay.
is that the Outlaw Josie Wales or which one? He goes, no, that's from The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. It was a Sergio Leone
Yeah.
western, like a spaghetti western.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got me thinking, man, there's like a lot of Clint Eastwood was like my go-to. Like if he started a movie, like when he was in Dirty Harry. I don't know if you remember Dirty Harry,
Oh yeah.
but like I loved all of the whether he was a cowboy or a detective or whatever he was playing. Even in the what was the Torino? Is that one of the ones that he newer one?
El Torino. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
I know the one you're
Torino.
talking
I think
about.
it's called Gran Torino.
Gran
not Dirty
Torino.
Harry,
Yeah, yeah.
something like that. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I like his movies. So on my list, I have, of course, the Daily. I have the Journal. Do you listen to any of the Wall Street Journal? No, don't.
Every once in a while, but
I
not
have
that long.
this election season. I don't know where it's going to go now, but the
I
run
know,
up,
right? Like it's done, right?
right? The run up, Stead Herndon. I really like that one a lot. I like Hard Fork because I like the personalities of the guys that talk and they talk technology.
Mm-hmm.
Hidden Brain. The Interview. I listen to a lot of New York Times, not sponsored shows, but backed shows.
Yeah.
History That Doesn't Suck. Have you ever listened to that one?
No.
That one's pretty cool. This
What was
American.
that about? I'm gonna pull that up right now.
Let's see. It just talks about just interesting things in history that I want to say that don't suck. It's interesting things. It talks about, like, I think they did a recent series on the Negro Baseball League. That's what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
So that was interesting. This American Life, of course, I like that one. No Stupid Questions. That's one that I really enjoy falling asleep to or waking up to because it's very light.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous History. I haven't listened to many episodes of that, but that one's a good one too. Let's see. Illegal AF. I listened a few times to Ear Biscuits, but those guys really, I don't know. It's not that funny to me. Search Engine. Have you listened to Search Engine recently?
Not recently.
Let's see. Which was the one that
I
I
think,
listened
you know,
to?
it's funny with Search Engine. I remember seeing that one. And I'm like, boy, I love the idea of this. And I looked through like 15 episodes to find it, and none of the topics were interesting.
All right. I listened to Planet Money.
Mhm.
On with Kara Swisher. Of course, I listened to Serial, The Way I Heard
You
It with
listen
Mike
to
Rowe.
so much shit. I don't listen to that many.
I have a bunch of them, and like kind of like you with the movie thing. If it's some of them, I listen to religiously, like the Journal and the Daily. I listen to almost every day. But like History That Doesn't Suck and Up First and Freakonomics Radio, those are all. I'll listen to them if I see an interesting topic.
Right. Like I just pulled up Search Engine, right?
Right.
And there's a 2-part one on why is it so hard to tax billionaires? Like that's fucking interesting,
That's
right?
interesting.
I'm
right.
super curious about that. And then there's another one called Death, Sex, and Money. Death, Sex, and Money. Yeah, Search Engine. Death, Sex, and Money. I like that.
Yeah, interesting subjects. I mean, I try to stay as current as I can, but try not to get as jealous as I need to be, because the challenge is that so many of these have, like I think I heard something like the Daily gets $50,000 an episode for advertising.
Really? That's crazy.
Fucking A. Like,
Can we get $50 an episode? That would be nice.
Yeah, we don't even get that.
No.
You know what? We got to figure out another way to make money at this thing. God. All right, we're over an hour. I think we've done it. We're in a good spot.
We had an intro and an outro. It'll be over an hour. It'll be
okay,
right there.
We've done it.
Point.
Nice Guy community. We've brought you solid content, and for those of you that this is the first time that you're tuning in, we just have a couple of words to say. In Strickland,
yeah, we're sorry.
We are very sorry.
It doesn't get any better than this.
No. There's no music. There's no hits. There's actually no topics. There's no anything. But we have been doing it almost for 10 years now. Did we think about what we're going to do for our 10-year anniversary? Is that anything?
No, we have not considered that. Maybe we should do like a
live.
Yeah, like you and I should get together somewhere and record it and let people know where it's going to be, and then they could maybe come and join us. Not that that has ever done any good.
The other thing that we could do is, are you still in contact with Gary?
We could do a video for
Gary,
our 200th anniversary.
Yeah, because Gary, he was there, and that was a shit show of a 200th episode, sponsored by Mantra Munchies. I mean, we really felt like we had arrived at that point, and now we totally know that we have not arrived, and nor will we ever arrive, and that is quite fine.
We would love to get Mantra Munchies to re-sponsor our 10-year anniversary, but they are out of business, and we're still fucking here, fuckers! Yeah! God damn right.
Yeah. We are the Donald Trump of the podcasting world.
That's right. You can't get rid of us.
We are the cockroaches of the podcasting world. Only the meek will survive.
You think there's another election for 4 years of who should host this show? No, there are no more elections. You're stuck with Doug and I forever.
You know what? In podcasting, there are no term limits. That is all I know. I can tell you that for sure. No term limits in podcasting. All right, I am going to take one more look around the outside. I'm going to take some more pictures of my deck. I'll send you the deck with the planking over it. And in the meantime,
it already has planking?
Yeah, they did a lot of that today.
Oh, nice.
I'll take photos and send it to you. Okay, everybody, Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the nice guys on business, and in accordance with my court-mandated community service, I'm Steve O'Brien. Only 27 more voiceovers to go, and then maybe they'll let me leave the state and take this ankle bracelet off.